the little homie and his friends were playing. And it was getting afternoon, and they were really bored. And one of the new homies that moved in said, hey, I know this place to go to where, like, a lot of people go. Like, you know what people are, those things that come and see us with two legs and stand up. And, like, they go there and they eat all kinds of stuff, and they watch these people running around. One has a stick, and somebody throws this round thing at him, and they throw it right at him. And he takes a stick, he tries to hit it back at him. Well, there's a bunch of other people out there, and they like wait for the guy to hit it, and then they're going to grab it. Anyway, they're real busy. The people, they're sitting and they're doing this, and they're eating all kinds of things. I don't even know what everything they eat there is, but I know that they drop a bunch of it underneath like these things they sit on. And I was thinking, hey, why don't we sneak over there if they're playing, and we're gonna sneak underneath there and we're gonna sneak their food? What do you say? Homie says, what? Wait a minute, what do they have? Well, the only thing I know for sure they have is popcorn. Cheese popcorn, says homie. I don't know if it's cheese popcorn or I don't know. It tastes real like, oh, what is that? You know what that is, don't you? Oh, buttery. Yeah, it tastes buttery. Oh, I don't know if I had that before. I think I would like that, said homie. When are we going? Well, are you guys want to go? Yeah, let's go. All right. Who knows how to get there? I don't know. Maybe we'll just follow the smell. All right. Well, are we ready? Yeah, let's do it. So they left the burrows and they all started sneaking away, and sneak away they did. And they walked all over the place, hiding behind things so nobody see them. They even crossed like 4 or 5 roads, which was really kind of dangerous because there were cars there. But they were on a mission, and they were going to find this place no matter what. And the homies were looking around, and they could see a place, and it was starting to get dark. That's how late it was, because it was afternoon when they thought about this, and now they had spent hours trying to find it. And there they are, and they see lights, and they can smell popcorn. That's the place. And they can hear all kinds of noises. I mean, it's really, really loud, and every now and then they hear, and the other homie says, see, that one guy threw the ball at the other guy, and he hit it with that stick. That's that noise it makes every time. So they ran over as fast as they could, and they hid, and they looked to see where the best place to go. And they could see where all the people were sitting, but they were all sitting on these wooden things that went up high. And they go, that's our place if we go underneath there. So over they went, and they got underneath there. And there it was, the mother lode. Homie was like, look. The first thing he found was a Dorito. And the homie had never had a Dorito before. And he picked it up, and he took 4 or 5 bites, and he was like, oh, this is cheese. I love it. I love this. I love this. And the other ones were all grabbing all kinds of things. He looked over at his buddy, and his buddy was holding up this like little red round thing that was real chewy and gummy. And he was eating it, and it looked like a little bear. And he was just chewing away on it. Well, the homie was too excited. He threw the Dorito down, and he saw a piece of popcorn. And he ran over to it, and he ate it as fast as he could. And he goes, oh no, this is my all-time new favorite. This popcorn is so good. It tastes like, what'd you say it tastes like? Butter? It tastes like butter. Whoa, this is the greatest stuff in the world. And look at all of it. The homie even saw a whole box of it laying there. He ran over and he jumped inside the box, And he jumped back out and he had salt and butter all over him. And he goes, "Look at me, guys." And he stuck some in his ears and he had it in his mouth and he was wiggling around real fast going, "Look at me, look at me, look at me." And all of a sudden he heard the game going on. And so he wanted to see what that was. So he looked out onto the field. And there it was. There was people out there. And sure enough, there was one guy with a ball in his hand, and there was another guy with a stick, and that guy threw the ball right at him. He threw it right at him, and the guy with the stick tried to hit it back at him, and he didn't, but some guy behind him got the ball. And the homie was like, "Is this not the silliest thing I've ever..." What is that white thing that they're throwing? Oh, I wonder what that tastes like. Maybe it's something really good. And so he went back to eating popcorn, and all his friends were so busy, and nobody saw him under there because they really were still being rather sneaky, because who would ever see a bunch of homies underneath? Because if the kids saw him, the kids would go crazy. They would just be chasing the homies all night. So anyway, the homie kept being fascinated, and he just kept crawling over to the edge and watching these guys play this game. And the homie was like, "Man." And one time he saw him hit the ball and it went across the ground really fast, and the homie thought to himself, "I can run that fast, I can get that ball." And away it went. And homie kept looking. And then one time it went completely up in the sky, and homie goes, "Oh my gosh, that's as high as a bird flies. What kind of magic is this?" Homie thinks, "I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that round thing. I'm gonna get that round white thing, and I'm gonna take it home with me." So he keeps waiting for the perfect opportunity. And so he goes down a little bit further on the field by a fence, and he gets tucked down in where nobody can see him. And it's kind of dark down there because the lights aren't really big down there because it's nighttime now. Crack, here it comes. Oh my gosh, it's coming right at the homie. And the homie gets ready, and some guy runs up and catches it while it's in the air. Homie's like, "Hey, what the heck? That guy come and took the ball. I was getting that ball." Homie waits. "I'm going to beat that guy this time." Well, it took forever. The ball never came back near the homie for the longest time. And his friends, they were all still very busy doing what they were doing, eating, playing, and just making all kinds of ruckus. And the homie, he was busy. He was just busy waiting for that ball. Finally, crack, another one on the ground really fast, and it rolls right out of where they play the game, and it's in the tall grass. And the homie runs as fast as he can because nobody can see him running in the tall grass. And he gets there, and there it is, that white thing. And he walks up to it, and he sniffs it, and he goes, "Oh." And he took his paws, and he rolled it around on the ground, and he took a bite. Oh, it almost broke his tooth. Homie goes, "You don't eat this. What is this thing? I've got to have this. I've got to take this home with me now. I've got to have it." And the homie tries to pick it up, and it is so heavy. Homie is not big, and a baseball, it's really big. And the homie doesn't know what it's called, and he doesn't know what it is. He just knows he wants it. So he gets the big idea after trying to pick it up 4 or 5 times. Stand on his hind feet, put his paws on it, roll it as fast as he can. And he does. He starts rolling it. Well, nobody sees him taking the ball. Well, they're out there in the grass and they're trying to find the ball. But the homie already has it, and he's already rolling. He's rolling towards the bleachers as fast as he can go. And he gets over to where his friends are, and he goes, "Guys, let's go now. I've got something, and I'm taking it home." And they all look, and they go, "What do you got, homie?" "Oh, I got that thing they're playing with out there." "Do you eat it, homie?" "No, come on, I'm going now." And the homie starts going as fast as he can, pushing the ball. Homie pushes the ball all the way back to the burrow. And all his friends are following him, and they just can't believe that the homie has gotten one of these things. And they get to the burrows, and it's dark out. And homie tries to roll it down the hole into the burrow. It won't fit. It's too big. So homie gets a big idea. He just starts digging, and he makes the hole bigger and bigger and bigger. And finally, he gets it down in. He gets it down in his burrow, and he puts it over in the corner of his burrow, and he sits back and he looks at it and he goes, my amazing trophy. I have succeeded. I got it. I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. And all his friends were coming over and they go, what is it, homie? What is that? I don't know. But tomorrow, we're going to take it outside and we're going to play with it. The homie was so excited that night. He had a trophy. He had gotten to eat a Dorito, butter popcorn, and he'd gotten to see some people play a game he'd never seen. And he got himself a round white thing, and he had it in his burrow. I bet the next time, I bet the homie tries to have a game with the ball. The end.